when you're budgeting for Christmas, is there a overall number for everybody? Do you like, how pointed are you in that? Is it a total Christmas budget and then you can kind of parcel it out from there? Or are you so serious that you're like, okay, I want to make sure I spend this much for each person?
It really depends on who ticked me off that year because their budget just gets minimized immediately. Teasing. No, it is. You put general guidelines around it, for family members versus a spouse versus what you're going to spend from a company standpoint of coworkers that you work with. The easiest way to have some of those conversations is to start them more often in January. Then this is not the time of year to have those conversations. So if you're kind of in the throes of it right now, you can back it up and try to go there. But those conversations are more preemptive starting in about January, February. What are we looking at as far as establishing a budget for the year? And then how would you plan for that? Frank has his budget. I have mine. Money spent on my family comes through the budget that I've created whenever it comes to stockings and anything above that Frank wants to invest with my family. Hey, go for it. But there's not the expectation that he buys for my family.
So one of the things that I find interesting, the difference in the way that you approach a holiday or Christmas versus the way that I approach it is I really do give just straight out of joy. Like if I like somebody or tipping somebody,
True.
whatever it is, there's no transactional. It's not transactional at all. Do you think of yours more transactional? Like XYZ person gave me this last year. I need to make sure that I make up for it or do that. Like how do you see Christmas? Is it more commercial? Is it more transactional? Is it more joy related?
Yeah. I would be ignorant to say there's not a transactional point to it because the surprise gift you get from someone that you didn't give them a gift makes you think, oh no, I didn't realize our relationship was there. Now that person could be giving it in a non-transactional way, but it does stick with you. So there is some transactional nature to it, but those are more with the extended or ancillary people in your life. With your family members, it truly should be about the joy. The joy, though, I will say from a budgeting standpoint, you have got to keep within your budget. You really do need to keep within your budget because if spending at an emotional capacity, you're going to wind up overspending and then being in the tenuous situation whenever if it's credit that comes in or a conversation all of a sudden has to take place like, I don't understand why this much was spent on this person versus that. That's when if you're spending on emotion, you're going to get yourself in trouble, Frankie. But the most important part of this talk today is really spouse to spouse.